Okay, so I haven't had that many views on the video, so I don't know if everybody knows what's going on. So yeah, I did a premiere last week for Macross and Clash of the Bionoids, the BW video review, and nobody showed up for it, which I'm kind of used to by now. I need to figure out my audience participation. I need to learn how to say the word audience participation and then find out why I can't get any. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're talking about copyright. You may have noticed that the video that's up right now is not a premiere. It's just a review. I had to take the premiere down. It got well, it didn't get struck. It didn't get shut down or anything. It's still up. It's still playing. But it's something that's kind of concerning me. I'm trying to decide what I should do. If I should take an extra time to do some editing. Let me explain what's going on here. First off, this is the copyright notice page on YouTube or for my videos. And you can see there's 3 of them listed. Now this one's kind of my fault in a way, or at least I just decided not to fight it too much. Chat with Frank McLaughlin. He of course worked for DC Comics for a lot of years, including Batman comics. Reviewed that, wrote that, did that interview, and there's a clip there from the intro for Batman the Animated Series, which got claimed, so I can't monetize it, which, like, yeah, I'm not going to worry too much about it. The point with that was I wanted people to see it. BW goes to Comic-Con 2012. I think this is my first walking around the convention video, unless I did one for Kineticon 2012. This one is completely my fault, and I didn't fight it because I'm fully taking the blame and learning the lesson. One of the songs that I used for the background in this video was The Ballad of Barry Allen. What's his name? Big Jim something? Escaping me right now. But The Ballad of Barry Allen, which is all about how the Flash sees the world because of the Speed Force and how everything moves super slow, which is a really great song, but I probably shouldn't have used it. I didn't realize that it wasn't a public domain song. Probably should have. Learned my lesson there, so that's why I didn't fight it. This one I'm a little more upset about. Sinuses again. BW video review. My nose is a little itchy. I can't get in there because it looks terrible on camera. BW video review, Macross and Clash of the Bionoids. This has also lists copyright content. And let me see what happens when I go to bring this up. I can't monetize the video, which technically big deal right now. I can't monetize anything because I'm not popular enough. YouTube won't let me monetize any of my videos right now. Because now you have to have 1,000 subscribers. I'm only got I'm up to 115. Hello to all of you. And I think 4,000 views, and I don't have any of that. So visual content was cleaned by Molebeat for one section. And here's the thing. When I first saw this, like, Molebeat doesn't have a right to any of this. It should be Tatsunoko, Toho, some other companies that are involved in making it. Those are the guys who have the copyright. And so I fought it, and they said, "Well, no, we're not. We say we still have claim to it." And because I'd heard that there was some record, somebody who hold some music license or something that was behind these Molebeat strikes. Because a lot of people are getting this. Little research, no, it's not them. Molebeat, this Molebeat anyway, is not the American or the. I think it's American. Music holder. It's actually this Molebeat is actually a company in Japan. And I'll link to a video that explains it in more detail. The short version is that this Molebeat is pretty much their job is to flag anything using Japanese media, using a lot of it, because they're trying to fight copyright. And I don't necessarily have a problem with them trying to fight copyright, but apparently this review is enough. Japan's got some weird views on fair use, and as a review, this goes under fair use. And but they went on. So I thought it was this company, so I took it down and tried to load it up again, because suspiciously it was a few hours before the premiere was about to start that I got this claim. And I don't think it's right for them to monetize this for themselves, because, I mean, I put a lot of work in this. It was days of work. I only got maybe a few hours more to edit, which is why it didn't come out when I wanted it to. But apparently, Mulby is hired by a bunch of different groups in Japan, and their job is to make sure people are streaming their views. Fun fact, though, the movie this is based on, that this edit came from, which is, what do you call them? Called Macross Do You Remember Love? How did I forget that? But I can actually find that movie online. In fact, the audio from Shao Pai Lo, the song, I didn't get it from this video. It was easier for me at the time to go into that video, into the basically it's an illegal posting of Do You Remember Love. I went into that and just recorded the audio, a little bit of audio there for the comparison thing. That didn't get caught on that. The thing that gets caught is the scene where the Zentradi falls onto the building that Min Mei and her brother managers are in, up to the point where they're running away from the one soldier, talking about being all surprised that there's a man and a woman together. And that segment is edited, but somehow they still claim 10:07, 10:42. I can't really show you what it is because I don't want this to get claimed too, but basically it's a scene that's pretty well edited, so I don't think they have a right to it. So I'm going to have to consider maybe going in and doing a little jiggery-pokery and trying to edit it. I may get a chance to do it on Friday, I'm not sure. And then take this one down again and put that one up. Well, first I'll put that one up and make sure there's no problems that time. So I'm going to have to play some games to try to get... Just because with the other two, I chalked it up to mistakes or not caring. This one is a lot more work. And the thing is, because of this one play match area, they would be monetizing the entire review. And I was posting the whole movie up, and they wanted to monetize that. It's like, I wouldn't care less, honestly. I'm not that kind of an a-hole. And the reason all these content ID stuff comes is because of those kind of a-holes. So, yeah, so that one, this is a review. I worked hard on it. I put a lot of time and effort into editing this so that it would look good. And we'll try to get the message part. Despite the fact that I had some rust, there are certainly deliveries that should have been redone. There were certainly other things I could have done better. But for the first review, that as I don't got Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, well, I suppose I could, but then when I started after I got out of the hospital. But this is really the first review I've really done, in its entirety since the year I got sick. And even then, I didn't get to do the Rudolph editing until the year after. So this is the first one I've done as a whole, straight through since I've been sick. And I really would have liked this to have been all done fine. And because of all the work I put into it, I want to fight this claim. So I gotta do a bunch of chicanery in order to get it done. And so hopefully we can do that this week, and then I can finally put this video to bed and move on. I've got another video review that I want to do. Before I do that, I have some more last bit of unfinished business from ConnectiCon. One video that I was going to do a lot of editing with was like, but after all this time, it's been like, just post it, get it done. The editing practice will have to go to some other project. And then I got a video review I'm going to do, which is going to lead into a different video project that I'm going to do. Like, in my articles, I've got all these different series. I got Free Comic Insight, Scanning My Collection, you know, all these other article series, my favorite intros, that kind of thing. I want to kind of do something like that on the video side too. So I'm going to have BW Video Review, art casting, a Let's Play, this other project that's been coming up. There's another video thing that I'd like to do as well. So all these different things that I want to do, and I think it'll just be fun, be just interesting to me, and it'll be interesting to some of you. So like everybody who's subscribed, there will hopefully be something here that you'll find interesting, and maybe you'll find some of the other projects interesting as well. Just out of, you know, checking out of curiosity, you're like, oh, I like when you did this project, maybe I'll like this project too. So I want to start doing on those because I still have a goal of trying to put out one video a month, just because I want to work on these skills. These are some interesting skills that can help me out. And then, of course, I have comic projects that I want to do. Like, I still want to finish the Captain Yuletide thing. But I'm going to have to fight this because technically they do have the right. I mean, they were hired. That's what they were hired to do, was to claim it. And I guess they send the money to the right people or something. I don't know. But so we're going to work on that, and I will hopefully have something up with that, and then I can move on to the other projects that I have in mind. But we'll see how that turns out. So that's an update on what's going on here. Again, most of this stuff is done for my website, but I hope all of you on YouTube, just YouTube directly, also find these things interesting. And hopefully, you know, maybe you'll check out the site and read my articles and comics as well. But if not, I want to start putting out some videos because I'm getting subscribers. People are starting to become interesting in what I'm doing on the video side, so I want to kind of do some more with that, and I think we'll just also enhance my website. So I'm going to deal with these shenanigans and then get back to the shenanigans that I want to be doing. So I'm going to end the recording now. So thank you for paying attention. So remember, if you see a claimant from Moldbeat, it's not the record guys, it's some company out of Japan. So if you're not doing video from Japan, then start getting concerned. But apparently there's a couple of other people getting this with their Macross videos, so they apparently have the right to do it, but because they don't understand fair use, so I gotta play games, and that's where I stand. And so I will see you again soon for the next video thing and stuff to come.